This is going to show your age. You being hyped about this.
M2M's coming to Manila. I'm so surprised.
Are
I
you
didn't
sur-
expect this because last night I saw
It
a
was so out of
teaser.
nowhere.
I know it was
So
so
out of
weird.
nowhere.
I was just letting the dogs out. It was evening time. Like it was probably like 9 p.m. or something. And then for some reason I'm just like doom scrolling, right?
Yeah.
And then I saw M2M is gonna have a reunion concert. And then when I dig deeper, they're gonna have like a 2025 new album. Well, not the new album. It's just gonna be a remaster of their
Okay.
old hits.
Okay.
M2M, men to men. Just kidding. No.
Why are they called M2M again? Marit?
Like Merit and to Marion or Marion to Merit. Like that's their
Okay.
name.
For some reason, I always connect them with tattoo. All the
Tattoo?
things she said, all the things she said running through
Oh,
my head.
okay. Really?
I don't know.
Because those,
They're not the
yeah,
same time frame,
yeah.
but every time I hear M2M, I think about tattoo.
Oh, really?
But
Okay.
they're not like close. But I
Yeah.
know M2M songs, like the one from Pokemon,
Yes.
Don't Say You
Pokemon
Love Me,
1, the
the
first
first
movie.
Pokemon
Don't
movie.
say you love me. Hit it. Don't say
Don't put
you
me on the
love me.
spot like that. I was gonna sing it up until you have to put me on the spot like that. I can't do that. Okay. But what's the other one?
Pretty boy. Oh
Oh,
my pretty. I think that's how I practice
okay.
my falsetto or
Okay.
my girly voice. Oh my pretty voice, because that's how they sing, right?
Yeah. Okay, I mistake it with Vanessa Carlton.
Oh no.
Pretty baby,
What
why can't
can't you
you
see?
see? You're the one
Different
that Yeah,
timeline.
I know. But yeah, okay. But now you like sang it.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember now.
And did you know that these two, they're from Norway. They're Norwegian.
Okay.
They were friends since they were 5 years old. They were neighbors. They met in a
Okay.
playground, and that's how they started.
Okay.
And this is something I just found out too.
Okay.
They toured with the Hanson brothers.
They were the front act?
I don't know if they're front acts or whatever, but yeah, M2M dated two of the Hanson brothers. Zach
Okay.
Hansen and I can't remember the other one.
I know the brothers. I don't know them individually.
Oh, okay. How many are they?
I
Four?
even I don't know. I even mistake them
From
from
Mofats?
Mofats.
Umba, bro.
I know,
Wait, are
but
they Canadian?
if I was like any younger, I'd mistake them from the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
Brothers. They're all the same to
Yeah.
me. But I was asking around some of my white friends. They don't know M2M.
How old are they? Boomers?
Yeah, around the same age as us. And they know the song from Pokemon because some of these guys that I asked, they were like pretty dorky.
Yeah.
And I asked them when you started talking about
M2M, yeah.
M2M making a comeback tour for their concert. I was trying to do some anecdotal research. They don't know of M2M, but they know the song because of its affiliation with
With Pokemon.
Pokemon. So it got me thinking what bands are like disproportionately popular in the Philippines
And not
and
here
not here in
in the
the
West.
West. Off the top of my head, one of them would be Air Supply. Because when we watched the concert,
Yeah.
so I was doing small talk with some of my coworkers, I was expecting them to know Air Supply.
Because they're really big. They're huge in the Philippines.
Yes, they don't know of Air Supply. Even the songs they don't know.
Michael Learns to Rock.
Again, another one.
Yeah, Michael Learns to Rock.
Um,
25 minutes?
we had two karaoke VCDs of just all Michael Learns to Rock songs. So, when I was growing up, I knew of Michael Learns to Rock, but apparently they're not as known out here in the West.
Yeah.
25 minutes too late.
There's so many songs. Having a brain fuck right now.
Oh my
Pretty,
pretty
pretty boy. A1.
Another one.
They were huge in the Philippines, especially in our age, right? The girls love them. What's the name of that guy with the
Kachupoy.
kachupoy? I'm
I don't
kachupoy
know. I
too.
don't know his
I
name.
can't remember.
'Cause I
Nash?
wasn't
Ash, I think. Or I don't know, whatever.
Because they came
Like a
around
rose.
the boy band era.
Yeah. Backstreet Boys, A1,
NSYNC.
NSYNC. But those other ones are huge.
Westlife
Westlife.
is another one.
Westlife too. They're not as even in the UK. They're not
Really?
as
Even in the
huge.
UK?
Yeah, and they're from the UK. Just like
Boyzone, at least, I know they're pretty big in the UK,
yeah,
especially with Ronan Keating.
Ronan Keating. Yeah, exactly.
But they're not as big out here in North
North
America.
America.
But they are pretty big
Yeah,
in the
the
Philippines.
Philippines. Stephen Speaks. Like passenger seat, right?
But
A lot of wedding they use passenger seat
I would say Stephen Speaks
because
is,
they're indie.
are
They're
they?
like an internet sensation.
They're pretty much like a one-hit wonder though.
Yeah. Well,
Like
there's two Superman,
no,
but
Superman's five for
oh shit.
fighting.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's this one Boyzone song though. It stuck to me because it was used in a trailer of a bold movie. Claudio Coronel.
Tagalog. Oh, what's that? I don't really watch
Wait, I
bold
forgot the
movies.
title. And it's pretty wild because
Do they have a wild song or the movie?
the movie was pretty wild.
There's no wild song from
I know,
Boyzone.
but they used a slow song. It's a romance song.
Oh,
And they
okay.
used it in the trailer for Claudio Coronel's movie.
What song? You remember?
Um
Baby Can I Hold You?
no, 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 no. No matter what
They
they
tell
tell you.
us.
No,
No matter what they say. No, no matter what. Are you
no
sure?
matter what.
Yeah,
That
that's the
song,
title.
that
No
song. I
matter what.
forgot the title. But and it's pretty wild because they were showing the trailer noontime.
Okay.
They didn't show
Yeah.
anything revealing, but you just know it's a bold movie. And bold is pretty much like well, the
So
viewers will know.
soft porn.
Yeah. But anyways, that's why Boyzone stuck to me. Besides, of course, that was before Notting Hill. And Boyzone's not even Notting Hill. It's just Ronan Keating.
Yeah.
But I was pretty big on Boyzone before when I was younger.
No, wait. Boyzone started first before Ronan Keating went solo, right?
Yeah. But people will associate Notting Hill
Yeah.
with Boyzone just because
Because
of
of
Ronan
Ronan
Keating.
Keating.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you say nothing at all.
Yes. But it's just Ronan Keating.
Yeah.
Who else is pretty big in the Philippines?
I was telling you, Lainey.
Nah, I don't think Lainey is disproportionately.
Or maybe I'm confused because like Lainey loves to go to Manila for the concert because
I
he knows
would-
it's gonna be sold out.
I would say Lainey.
He doesn't even go here in Canada. We're like neighbors.
Because I would say Lainey is popular among like the upper class.
Oh.
It's not like Air Supply, Michael Learns to Rock, Boyzone, Westlife, where it's top to bottom the socio-economic class that everybody knows them. Lainey, I would say they're pretty big with the Konyo class. And then they are also proportionately big in North America, I would say.
Okay.
Their streaming numbers are pretty good.
Because I always tell my wife if Lainey's gonna be visiting Winnipeg, we're gonna be going to his concert,
Yes,
to
I
their
would.
concert,
I would go to.
right? But,
but-
I don't know what. Well, there's a lot of artists now that are not going to Winnipeg.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Up until they're washed. Who else?
Who else,
Top
right?
of your head. I was trying to do research as to why they're not as big in North America.
Well, let's flip the switch. Why are they big in the Philippines?
I would say because Michael Learns to Rock and Air Supply, the other artists that we mentioned, because it's love songs. And
Yeah,
Filipinos,
we love songs.
we love love songs. And then put in soft, melodic rock bands like Air Supply, Michael Learns to Rock. And that's like a perfect formula for the Filipino love life soundtrack.
Yeah. The relatability.
Yes.
M2M, right? Pretty boy. Pretty boy.
Oy, pogi.
Filipinos are pretty boys.
Oy, pogi. But yeah, one factor would be because they're not from America. M2M,
Yeah.
Norwegian, Michael Learns to Rock, Danish,
Danish, yes.
Air
A1, Air Supply.
Australia,
Oh yeah, you're right. Australian.
A1,
UK?
Westlife, Boyzone
Yeah.
from the UK.
Boys Like Girls.
Nah, they're pretty big here. The problem is they weren't super big in the
Yeah,
Philippines. We were just in the know because that was
okay,
our
because that's our
scene.
genre.
Yeah. Super
The
big.
script.
The script?
The script. Are
Yes.
they're not Americans.
Irish or Scottish?
Yeah.
Another one would be the script. They're not as big out here in North America,
America.
at least. Yeah, those acts are disproportionately more popular in Asia, not just the
Yeah.
Philippines, Asia.
Like for example, M2M, they're gonna be. I think their first stop is Indonesia, and they're gonna go for
Southeast Asian countries?
Southeast Asian. Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder why.
Why are they the target for
Yeah.
these returning acts? Yeah, when we watched Air Supply, it was just
Like
Filipinos.
90% Filipino.
Yeah.
Or maybe
I would say 95.
95%, right?
Yeah. I remember this tita like right beside me, just videoing the whole thing, just live
Like
streaming the
not
whole thing.
watching.
Like everybody, even you guys, were
Yeah.
just live streaming it or just putting it in stories. I was the only one like watching it like live. Everybody around me was taking videos. I don't know.
Oh,
I guess
okay.
that's how you enjoy concerts now. Maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, mostly Filipinos, mostly titas,
Mostly titas and their spouses.
white spouses.
White spouses.
Yes.
Like those are the 5%.
Yeah.
The white
The white
spouses.
spouses.
Yeah. But they're good. Like no doubt about it. Like these acts, they are performers. They are talented. But for some reason, I don't know why that they didn't make it big in other parts of the world. That's what happened with M2M.
Yeah.
That's why they broke up because the investors are saying they are not marketable
Okay.
despite using them in Pokemon.
And I guess the biggest pop culture target would be the United States.
Yeah.
Because that dictates what's cool globally at least at that period of time when they were out.
Because
Maybe.
that time, I think that's the time Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera came out too,
Pop music.
right?
That
And
was
them,
the
they're different because they're Merritt's playing the guitar, Marion's doing the piano too, and they're both singing.
I guess they were going up against Michelle Branch,
I think Michelle Branch is
Vanessa
a little
Carlton.
bit
Yeah,
later.
a little bit later,
A little
but
bit
I would
later.
say they were contemporaries.
Yeah.
They were pretty close.
I'm gonna go to a Michelle Branch concert if she's gonna be touring again.
Yeah. JoJo. I feel like she was Sabrina Carpenter before Sabrina Carpenter.
But you know, JoJo is small, petite, and very slim. Like that's my type before when I was young.
They were she's the same.
No.
You know Punggok?
Yeah, they're both punggok.
No, here's the thing. So Punggok, when you see Punggok, you see their arms. It
Yeah.
looks a little short.
Yeah,
JoJo, you see her, she's small.
she's proportional to her.
Her arms,
everything,
her
yeah.
limbs looks proportion to
Yeah.
her size. Look at Sabrina Carpenter, it's like
Short, and
her
then I think
arms are
her head's a little bit bigger, or because of her
maybe.
hair. I don't know.
Maybe.
But she looks fine though. No, like
Did you see her with Shanty Dope before?
why?
She had a song with Shanty Dope.
Really?
Yeah, I was surprised.
Damn,
Yeah.
Shanty.
This was way before she blew up.
Because she's a Disney
Yes.
kid, right?
But anyways, yeah, let us know. Help us out.
Yeah.
Cause
Who else?
which artists are disproportionately more popular in Asia, but not as big out here in North America?
Or second gen immigrants, second gen Filipinos? Let us know if you know these people, these artists that we're talking about.
Or some artists that your titos, your parents, or even your older cousins were talking about,
Your
but you
kuya.
don't have any idea about them. Again, you got Edmund here.
And you got me, 2X, and this is
Twice
Pretty Boys.
the-